I bet you've noticed how difficult it is to accurately estimate the time it will take to complete a project task that's been assigned to you. And it's kind of a big deal because if you estimate too short, you end up getting beat up for being late. And if you estimate too long, your boss is just going to send you away anyways to come up with a shorter time, a time that he or she likes better. Being able to estimate a project timeline reasonably accurately will bring you respect, and it's going to reduce your stress quite a bit. I'm going to explain an insanely practical and instantly valuable productivity methodology that will have you estimating project timelines more accurately and thus have you stressing less and creating more value for your team. My name is Eric Johannes, and this is Product Development Career Secrets, where I help product development professionals advance and grow faster. Now, every task can be described by a curve that describes the probability of the task being completed after being worked on for some amount of time. Now, the x-axis is the amount of time the task is being worked on, while the y-axis is the probability that the task has been completed. This curve has three different sections. No task can be completed in 0 time. There's always a minimum time to complete a task. Most of the curve is fairly linear, based on the skill and experience of the person performing the task. And there's a long tail for those unusual cases where everything totally goes off the rails and causes a long delay for various reasons. The thing is, it's really hard to estimate exactly how long it will take to complete a task. And if you take longer than you estimated, you get beat up for it. Nobody's happy about that. This causes product development professionals to typically estimate the task completion time using a 90% probability of completion. They want to feel confident they will be done on time because they don't want to get beat up for being late. So that's a solution. The thing is, using a 50% probability to estimate task completion time is more accurate. 50% of the tasks will be done early and 50% will be done late. The pluses and minuses usually work out. They balance out. No one task needs to be estimated totally accurately. If you use the 90% estimate, you can pretty much guarantee the effort will expand to take all the time estimated. Things expand to take the time they're given. My experience over many projects indicates that the project will probably take somewhere between 40% and 100% more time. The result of this expansion: higher product launch costs, arriving late to the market, your competitors beat you. None of this is good. Nothing good is going to come of this for the project or for you. Instead of inviting this wasteful expansion to 90% probability, you could estimate the time for a 50% probability of completing the task. Half the task will be completed early, half the task will be completed late. Using an estimate of 50% will average out most of the time. The pluses and minuses will, for the most part, equal out. You're going to get projects done much faster. 50% probability is like 60% less time. There is one situation where this balancing of early and late completions will not address. There is a non-zero possibility of some tasks having outlier hurdles to overcome. These cases cause the total project time to be skewed much longer. There is a solution though. This can be addressed by building some contingency time at the end of the project. Ideally, none of the contingency time gets used, But if necessary, portions of the contingency time can be doled out, can be approved on a case-by-case basis. Now, there is a mental aspect. You're going to be torn between providing an estimate of the 90% that you're comfortable and feel good at, you know you can do, and giving a really short time that your boss wants, that your manager wants. They always want everything done faster. So be aware of these things. Just keep this in your mind, these forces pulling you both ways. And just estimate that 50% time. Typically, I've found that 50% time is maybe 2/3, sometimes even half, but I'd say 2/3 of the amount of time it takes to hit that 90% where you're just feeling, I can get it done for sure, no problem in that time. Okay, so that's a way that you can use to estimate the 50% probability time versus the 90%, which we all kind of can do pretty well. Okay, so take this knowledge, take this information, and go out and create some value for others.